Hi, YouTube. It has been a while. I am aware of that. And I'm so sorry. We're gonna do a Sunday reset together. I said first YouTube video in like a year. Let's make it super long and super crazy to edit. Here's the thing. I have literally, I have filmed and even tried to edit so many YouTube videos in the past year. There's always an issue with them, dude. Like the quality. Mostly it's because I'm in a bad headspace and I'm like crying. Mostly it's because I'm crying. So I wanted to do a Sunday reset with you guys in my new place and kind of like, oh God, this feels weird to do. Whatever, fuck, stop being a little bitch. And kind of tell you what's been going on with me because I've made so many YouTube videos explaining like what's been going on in my life, and there have been lots of insane changes in the past year. But like usual, somebody who has ADHD, I mean, I don't know, I don't speak for all of us, but it's usual for me that if I need to complete a task, it requires a caffeinated beverage of sorts. Today we have, what the fuck? Alani, I'm about to fart, I'm so sorry. Oh, usually when I fart, it's on live and I like speak at the same time so no one can hear me, but I feel like everybody heard that. It is Alani Dream Float. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to tell you what the fuck's been going on, show you my place without kind of showing too much of it, if that makes sense, for safety purposes. And we're just gonna chat and chill the fuck out and hang out. So here's how it's gonna go. Sorry, my back. I'm in pain all the time. I realized recently that I've been sick and in pain my entire life because I went through a phase of extreme stress and then a flare-up of being in so much pain from like April to June that I literally, sorry, the lighters are reflecting on the floor. It's making cute little rainbows. Sorry. Anyway, and I realized recently from like all the research that I've done that the normal amount of pain to be in on a daily basis is 0 pain. And it's not normal to like faint all the time. This used to happen years ago, like 10 years ago when I first got sober. There was like a year where I was like fainting all the time, passing out, hitting my head. It's also not normal to vomit multiple times a day for years on end. It's not normal to walk down the street or like stand and slightly shift your body and throw your back out or like twist your ankle. Anyway, I'm just finding out all these fun little new things. Sorry, I got a little bit excited there. Anyway, here's the tea while I fucking chug this shit. Cause in order for me to do a task, I don't know, dude, I need the Alani. The Alani helps immensely. And I'm in so much pain sitting here. Okay, I usually like to write stuff down for YouTube, and usually whenever I don't, I fucking hate the video. I've recorded so many videos for you guys and just not posted them. Didn't think they were good enough. But I'm gonna try to pull a teriyami and be like, never miss a Monday. Also, peep the nails. Come on. You bitch, like focus on the fucking, focus on the nails! Oh my God, dude. Maybe it's focusing on me. Can you see? Can we adjust this? Oh, there we are. Ah! They're little daisies. They kind of look like eggs. So, oh fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyway, so here's the tea. Like a year and a couple months ago, my dream was, I remember I do this thing all the time where I set a reminder on my phone for however long from now with like a goal that I want to have accomplished. And it was so fucking cute. Literally 2 months ago, I got a reminder on my phone saying a year from now, you're gonna be in a bigger apartment with the dogs. And literally, I did that like a year before. And a year before that, I was living in the apartment where almost all of my YouTube videos, I guess, when I was at home were filmed in that little 272 square foot apartment. And a few weeks later, I started doing SW and I made enough money to move into a bigger apartment. The next goal was to move into a place that was bigger for the dogs that had a yard. We did it. Will I be able to afford to live here in a month? I don't know. Another thing, before this, two apartments before. So for the past 3 years, I was living in construction zones right beside my apartment every single day from like 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, sometimes mostly also on Saturdays as well. So I moved to where I'm living now and I was like, no more construction. There's something much worse. I live very close to a place where, how do I put this without giving away my location? I will just say that I live right beside a school. And you know, when I went to school, the normal thing was you have like 3 recesses. There's recess every hour. I don't know, I guess they stagger it. So there are kids screaming and it caused me to have an autistic meltdown. So I'm really worried about tomorrow. It's the first of 5 days. And the problem is I can't leave. I'm locked into here for a year at least. Okay, you came here for a reset and I just literally keep not shutting the fuck up. I gotta drink this and then we're gonna get started. I like to plan. So the plan is, I'm making this up as I go along. Usually I like to think about this beforehand. It's fine. We're gonna go into my bedroom and we're gonna start, it's so cold. We're gonna start by stripping the bed. We're gonna go down to the laundry room. I know it's crazy. I fucking have a laundry room. Ah! Okay. We're gonna strip the bed, go down to the laundry room, pop the stuff into the thing. Laundry, hate it. You might have seen that the laundry room here is where the incident occurred. If you're not aware, for some reason you haven't seen it on my social media, like a month or so ago, I went down into my like laundry room / second bathroom that I like never use. Anyway, I found a deceased bat, baby bat in the toilet. The area where I believe this man got in has now been sealed off. There was also now a dead mouse. There was also a fucking the bottom half of a fucking dead mouse in my yard. No one prepared me that if I moved back into a home that I would see so many deceased animals. Anyway, we're gonna chug this, do the laundry, bring it up here. Then we're going to vacuum the whole place. And then we're gonna go like do a little tidy up of each room. Then we're gonna water all the fucking plants, which are dying. I had to repot. You know what? I fucking hate elephant ears. Like, they will never, the only time I've ever had them survive, I have a huge elephant ear in my reading room. Yeah, I know, I have a fucking reading room, you're gonna see. It's a room for reading. Anyway, is when I just grow it in water. Okay, you're also gonna be my boyfriend. It's a skeleton. It's a giant skeleton that I got from home. And then I'm gonna shower. I don't need to show you the shower part. I don't need to show you the me meal prepping part. I mean, fuck. The last thing you're gonna wanna see if you haven't seen me in a year is like me yapping for 2 hours. So I'm just gonna show you the Sunday reset in the form of like cleaning, and then I'm gonna like do the other things like without you. I know, you're like, what the heck? We've been apart for so long, but anyway, I don't know. Ugh, fuck. There is one guy who watches my YouTube videos, timestamps them, and has created a burp compilation from all my YouTube videos. So this one's for you, babe. Anyway, before I forget anything, I need to run to my car and grab my headphones and charge them because tomorrow is gonna be a trying time. The problem with autism is I think that also, for me, again, I don't speak for all the autistics, but it also has to do with the complexity of noise, right? So there are like certain noises that I can handle, and then it's kind of in the same sense of like a neurotypical person. If you're having a bad day and then there are all these things that like one on top of the other fucking make it worse, then you're gonna have a harder day and react to things worse and more stressed out. So like when I'm more stressed out, I get more overstimulated and more upset about the noises, whatever. No one gives a fuck. I gotta get the headphones. I'm gonna chug this. We're gonna get started and go upstairs. I swear to God, my fucking car is where claw clips go to die. Why did I go in my car? Find three of them. Oh my God, fucking, who did that? Disgusting. You guys are gross. Gross. Hey, I feel like I'm gonna piss myself. Standard. Okay. Guys, please be nice, because here's the thing. I already feel like shit about this YouTube video. I'm gonna put that there. And yeah, I don't know. I feel scared. I sometimes really hate this, like I love making this content for you guys, but I always feel like it's shit. Okay, here's the bedroom, first of all. Here's the tour. This is the closet. There's a shirt. There are disgusting, messy. My heating pad that I need because I'm in pain all the time. I did make my bed this morning, as I do every morning, but as I do every morning, I also went and slept in it. And this is, yeah, so this is my room, and we're gonna put you here. Okay. Ah! Oh my God. Is it recording? Yes. Okay, how do I do this? I don't know. Okay, I'm going crazy. This is why I don't fucking film, because I get so overstimulated. We're gonna make the bed. Strip the bed. I will not be stripping. Even in a deficit, she still moves. Ah! You see, I need to like learn how to throw it in a, I feel like I saw this girl's video and she was like, when I learned to like throw it in a circle, it literally changed my life. And I was like, I can't throw it in a circle. I want to be able to. I'm fucking hot. As I get when I clean, I'm gonna put shorts on. Ah! Closing the door so you can't see me change. She's a shorts girl. She has shorts on. Okay, don't even look at my fucking hunchback. You know, I actually recently just accepted it. Cause I was like, it's actually silly for me to feel so insecure about something when it's like literally how I'm built. This is my fucking spine. You know what I mean? I'm excited. I really wanted to show you guys like my place, but I was like worried about it. I don't know, I get all worried. I'm always worried. Okay, this will be a true testament to see if this YouTube video goes up, and I'm gonna force myself to put the YouTube video up, and I'm gonna force myself to fucking edit it. But the true testament to see how my day is gonna go, and you know, my mom always says, you shouldn't expect to have meltdowns. I like to manage my own expectations, bitch. And one thing that has historically sent me into a meltdown, had no idea that I was melting down when it occurred the first time, I guess, that I remember melting down because of it, was, you know, me versus a duvet cover. It almost never ends well. I will be completely real with you. This is so dirty. Wow, that's disgusting. I do this once a week, but the issue is I have dogs. They're fucking gross, bro. And, okay, some good news for you if you, for some reason, are also a person who follows me on Instagram. So I had a situation. I pretty much went and got a bunch of furniture for the place where I'm living right now. And who knew that's how furniture worked? You have to like place an order and then like months later you receive it. Why? Fucking crazy. Anyway, this is why I love HomeSense, because you can just go there and buy a couch that day. They put it in your fucking car, bitch. It's like, anyway. So I went to this place in Ottawa, and where by the way, I don't live there anymore. Because I was trying to find a really nice comfy couch. Reason being is I do a lot of work from my couch, okay? A lot of this, okay? A lot of this, but mostly a lot of this, okay? I work from home. I'm on my phone for hours a day. My screen time is disgusting, okay? Because I work from my phone. Instagram. I forgot where I was going with this. Yes. Okay, so the couch is an important fucking piece for my house. So, I don't know if you saw, I don't think you did see downstairs, but I currently do have a couch. I wanted a big couch. Why? Mainly because I'm large. The couch that I did purchase is like enough for like 2 really large people to like lie down on. Is that necessary? Do I have friends for the couch? No. So anyway, let me go back to what the fuck I was saying before, bitch. Do you see this? This is hair, bro. Anyway, so I went to this furniture store with my mom. It was during a very weird time in my life. It was when I had that flare up and I was in like crazy pain. And they put me on pain medication. And I said to them specifically, I'm 12 years sober, no narcotics. This stuff made me feel like it didn't take the pain away, but it did make me feel like, I guess, almost drunk, I would say. Not good. And while I was there at the furniture store, I fell spell. I was captive under this man who sold me a fuckload of furniture. Long story short. Okay, we're going to the basement. Oh God, lifting this is so hard. Long story short, I purchased a fuckload of furniture. I'm about to show you the couch. And it's pretty much all shit. It all broke. The couch is the most uncomfortable thing on the planet. I would never, ever, 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 ever recommend buying a couch like this. I would never, ever, 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 ever recommend going to a place called Maison Courbet in Ottawa. And it was causing me to have meltdowns because I'm realizing this now too, as somebody who is chronically ill, because I was like, if you guys remember, I made a podcast called 10 Years in Bed, and it was basically a mental health podcast about depression, because like I was like, that's why I spent so long in bed. I'm thinking now that maybe potentially, yes, obviously I was depressed, but I do think that like a huge reason why I spent so much time in bed is because I was sick all the time. Anyway, so I'm sick and in pain all the time. That being said, I was gonna say something and then I forgot. Fuck. Oh, that being said, like, I feel like because I knew it! I knew that this thing had to work. Okay. Yee, now I figured out how to work my camera. Oh, yeah! Okay. Not the anabolic lighting. Okay, no. Fuck, what was I talking about? Anyway, whatever. I was having meltdowns because I work on my couch. That's what I do. I fucking spend all this time on my couch working, doing the, but mostly the, because I'm on my phone all the time. The couch was like the most painful thing on the planet. My mom, and I was upset because I had literally dropped like life savings on this fucking thing. Like literally so much money I dropped on this couch. And it's like a giant paperweight. It's literally just chilling in my living room. I can't sit on it for more than 5 minutes without being like in excruciating pain. And I'm already in excruciating pain to begin with. Not excruciating today, luckily. But yeah. So she wrote a letter to the president of the fucking company because I just didn't have it in me. I kept having fucking meltdowns because I'm just like, I have this couch. What am I supposed to do with it? And then I realized, I was like, wow, I just need to put it on credit. I need to go purchase another fucking couch because I literally just can't use this one. And I guess I'll put it in my garage because I can't in good conscience sell it. Like, maybe other people who aren't in pain all the time would find it comfortable. But yeah, my mom wrote a letter to the president and they're dropping off the rest of the furniture order, which I didn't want to keep, but whatever. And they're taking the couch back. Thank God. We're getting a refund. Thank God. Because if there's one thing about me, now that I'm slightly more financially fucking literate than I used to be, it's like, I don't like paying for something or purchasing something unless I fucking have the money for it. Problem is that I was talking about something. What was it? Fuck me. I hate having... Oh, the problem is that with a couch, like... With furniture, again, I discovered that most of the time, unless you're buying, I need to pee so bad. I'm going crazy. Most of the time, furniture, you have to fucking order it like in advance. By the way, this is my candle storage. I don't know if you can see it. I have a problem. Anyway. So yeah. God, I'm so glad that my fucking audience, for the most part, hopefully the people watching this are neurodivergent so they can like understand that I'm not like on purpose being fucking psychotic and like jumping from story to story and then forgetting what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, a few weeks ago, my mom and I were out and I've gotten several pieces of furniture from a place called Urban Barn. And every time I've gotten stuff from Urban Barn, I love that I, of course, forgot. And then now it's wrinkled. You know what? It's really fine. Anyway, we were there and I found a couch. It was expensive. Oh God. Oh no. It's, oh God. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw the sheets and shit back in for a little bit to just warm them up. And we're gonna go switch out the stuff in the bathroom in the meantime. But yeah, the thing about, fuck, I just want to finish one thought. The thing about, we went out to Urban Barn, Jesus Christ. I did find a couch. It was expensive and I just purchased it because I was like, I can't even stand this anymore. Like I can't deal with it. So we bought it and then literally later that day, the president of the company contacted my mom and was like, we'll return the couch. So, and thank God. Okay, so here's the state of the bathroom currently. Oh my God. Here's the state of the bathroom currently. I just put that down. These are the wash towels. It's kind of dirty, just like me. This is the bathroom. I am out of breath. It's like half the video is like me trying to fucking manipulate a fucking, whatever this thing is called. I don't know why you want to see me do this. You probably don't. Do you? It's okay. I'm gonna show you anyway. Laundry. Sorry, I'm not showing you my whole body. Sucks to suck. One thing about me is like, I've been doing this job of like vlogging and making content for a really long time. And like getting better at it with the camera angles, and that's okay. I did, however, have a thought yesterday. It was actually really cute. So the thing, like, and I'm gonna lead into it. The thing about content creation, I think, is that a lot of people who are successful with it and like make money from it, not that I make money from fucking content creation, but anyway, like, well, not from Instagram or like, you know, YouTube, whatever. But I think a lot of us get stuck in this cycle of like, this is what I want to create versus this is what's going to make me money. And recently, like, I've been making very little money, and I need money for a few things to be able to live and to be able to have money to give to my mom every month. And then also, I want to save money so that I have the ability to pay for a nurse for myself and my mom down the road. And normally I get stuck in this kind of like cycle, I guess. And I'm gonna show you myself to say this. I'll sit on the toilet for it. But I get stuck. Uh-oh, babe, it's all right. Anyway, I get stuck in this cycle, as we all do, when the business is failing, when we're not making enough money. And kind of go through this like, oh my God, I'm never gonna make money again. I won't be able to ever do this. I'm gonna lose everything that I've worked so hard for. And instead of that, last night, I thought to myself, I was like, oh, so funny. I got really excited and I said to myself, isn't it really like the most beautiful thing that you have as a person have the opportunity to become better at your job, to improve at your job? And the idea of that just like got me so excited, because there are so many people in this world who like haven't made it or like made a lot of money or become famous. Not that I want to become famous. If I could somehow remain anonymous while making a bunch of money, that's what I would have done. I'm just meant for stardom. Me with like 2K YouTube subscribers. It's fine. I think like there's always a difference of like, I don't know, like return on investments, right? Because YouTube is something that I do really enjoy, and it makes me no money, and it takes me the most amount of time. But I was like, Allison, first of all, you're never gonna fucking make money on YouTube if you don't post on YouTube, so we gotta do that, because I don't wanna be doing SW for the rest of my life. Anyway, like I don't wanna do it. Like, by the time I hit 40, I don't wanna do it anymore. But YouTube I really like I love making long form content, and I also was thinking about like YouTube and getting better with the job and stuff like that. It's very hard because as like somebody who does SW and does it on a scale of like doing it online, it's very weird to think about the fact that like however many people, and here's what's really, really, really messed up. So I got this, and it ties into what I was saying, don't worry. I paid for this service to essentially like find links, like leaks of mine, and apparently it was like 24 million searches. There were over 50,000 removed images, something like 5,000 removed links. One website alone had I think like 900 links, all of me without this. And I think the thing is like when you're in this industry of like doing what I do online, being a bop, it's hard because, you know, for the purpose of market research and also like other content creators that I really like, I follow other content creators that are bops, and you know, a lot of them are much younger than I am, and it just makes me really insecure. It's okay. I mean, yes, comparison is the thief of joy, but like I'm also like, it's me who's like older, let's be honest, versus like a bunch of like younger, much hotter looking women. And something that I learned early on in doing SW is you need to be very comfortable with the idea that almost every single person, like you need to be comfortable with the idea that it's possible that every single person that you've encountered has seen you without clothes on. And that's like really fucking jarring, bitch. But I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, as it relates to, I guess, like, I don't know, looking better, because there's only so much I'm like willing to do to my face for a couple of reasons. My face and body when it comes to surgery, for a couple of reasons. Money is a huge one. Don't have the money to do anything really. And two, like recovery time. I am such a baby, and although I would love to get like implants and a bunch of stuff done, a bunch of surgeries, I can't deal with the recovery. Like I'm literally too much of a baby, and that's okay. And also money. But the one thing that I can improve is my physique. And as you guys know, like I'm not a competitive bodybuilder, nor will I ever be. But the one thing that I can control is like to an extent how I look when I don't have clothes on. And if you've been following me for a long time, you'd know that like the last time that I was in a deficit really like for long term being like longer than 4 weeks was like almost 2 years ago. Something that you may not know is that I'm literally gassed, first of all, is that I entered into a deficit last January 1st. And when I started the deficit, I was 187 pounds. And throughout the past, like the first 5 months were weird, dude. Like I went down to 174 and then I went up to 178 because I was trying a bunch of different antipsychotics. And while no, it doesn't change my metabolism, it can affect your calorie output. Calories are energy, and it means that like, although I thought that I was in a significant enough deficit of 1 pound a week, which is 3,500 calories, which is a 500 calorie a day deficit, it wasn't enough because it changed. Oh my fucking, you're probably watching this. What is she even talking about? Anyway, it changed my fucking calories. So I ended up gaining weight when I thought I was supposed to be in a deficit because it changed my calorie output so much. So then I dropped, this is like, why am I telling you so much information? Anyway, if you fucking missed me, you're welcome. You're literally getting like so much tea. If you don't know who I am, you're probably like, what the fuck? You probably haven't watched this far, to be honest. So anyway, I went back up to 178. Then I went through this crazy, like, extreme pain flare up for like 3 months. And from April to May, like mid-April, mid-May was the worst time of my entire life. Those 3 months were the worst 3 months of my life, though, but that month specifically was the worst. And I was in so much pain, I could barely walk. I moved back home with my mom while I was paying rent at my previous apartment because I couldn't do anything. Like I was no longer independent. I couldn't do anything for myself. I literally couldn't even bend over to plug something in. I couldn't lift anything that was like heavier than like 2 pounds. So I moved in with her. I don't even know how I started talking about this. I'm literally gonna watch this back and I'm gonna hate myself. You know what, Allison? Here's a gentle parenting moment. Because I like to do this. I realized I was gentle parenting myself recently. And I talk to myself out loud to work things out because I sometimes get overwhelmed and really upset. This is YouTube. You're not getting paid for it. You're doing free labor. 2, people are watching this and they got to this part in the video. Like they clearly like you or like they want to hear what you have to say or they're interested in what you have to say. And like 3, like you're ADHD. That's obvious. And sometimes you forget what you're talking about and like how one thing links to another. And that's okay. That's how your brain works. That's also probably how the brain works of the people watching this video. And like, you're okay, you're safe, everything you're doing is fine. You're doing a really good job. It's really hard for you to do YouTube. It's really hard for you to sit down in a chair and edit because it's really painful. And you're okay, you're doing a good job. And I know that right now, while having this conversation with yourself, you're trying to remember where you left off. And sometimes you're not gonna remember where you left off. That's okay. It's upsetting that like, this is how your brain works. But it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with it. It makes your life harder, but there's nothing wrong with you. And you don't need to feel guilt about the fact that sometimes you can't stay on topic. Like, you know, you wanted to have a YouTube video where you were just catching up with people and like telling them random shit. You remembered. I remembered. Okay, I think I remembered. The deficit. Okay. Done gentle parenting because I have to remember while I'm fucking remembering. Yeah, so then I went back up to 178. And during the time that I was in like extreme pain, this all relates, I swear to God. When I was in extreme pain, I was just like kind of eating whatever my mom was cooking for me. I couldn't like, because I literally couldn't stand. So it was like hard. I couldn't track things. She couldn't track things for me. So it got to a point where I was like, I had specific goals for my deficit and what I wanted to do and like things I wanted to achieve and how much weight I wanted to lose. Because at the end of the day, like, okay, I am, even if I'm not competitive, like I am a bodybuilder. I've been doing this for a reason because I want to have a physique and look a certain way, and that's okay. It's also okay if that's not what your goal is. This is my goal. We're talking about my goals here. Anyway, so I then went up to 178. I was at 178 and I had gained weight. And while I was living at my mom's house, about like a month and a half into like all this crazy pain, I was just sitting on the couch pretty much like all day, every single day, barely able to move. And I was like, well, by the time I got out of this deficit, because I went through a really weird phase of 5 months where I was like getting on all these medications. I got on Lupron Depot, also not an antipsychotic, it's treatment for PMDD and endometriosis, and it puts you in a medical menopause. When you're in a medical menopause, or like, well, let me rephrase. There are certain points in your life when your metabolism, I don't know. All I know is that it can affect your calorie output, putting you into a medical menopause. From what I've researched, I could be wrong. Anyway, so the only thing that I could control during this time of like being in like in an insane amount of pain was my calories. Cause I was like, I literally can't, I could barely go to the gym. I think I went to the gym twice in that month. I was super proud that I was able to do it. And let me be very clear. When I said that I was able to push through, I'm lucky that for the majority of my life, I've had the ability to push through. And we're talking specifically about chronic illness and pain here. We're not talking about mental health, because like that discipline that I've instilled in myself, I've pushed through mental health. But when I'm talking about chronic illness and like chronic pain specifically, and the ability to push through, it's because I'm not in as much pain as other people are. Like some people do not have the luxury of pushing through in the way that I have been able. And I'm very lucky. Like, it's just something that needs to be discussed. Anyway, that's all. And so the one thing that I could control during this time was my calories. So I started tracking again. And I started, wow, almost like when you're in a deficit, you lose weight. But I had to be in what was considered by a very extreme deficit to see results, because of the medications and the fact that my total daily energy expenditure and my need, like everything was consistently lower than it has been over the past several years, because I'm sitting there, I can't move. Like there had no step count, kind of like what I'm doing. Well, my steps are gonna be very high today. But anyway, so because of that, my calories had to be so low to see results. And finally I got to now today what I was at a couple years ago at my lowest, my leanest that I've been in years. And I'm not gonna disclose the amount of weight that I'm at, but what I'm saying is that I really hate this light. I'm putting it on just for you. What I'm saying is that the one thing that I had the ability to control was my physique. And yeah, whatever, it may be vapid, but it is important to me how I look. In the sense of like, I feel like I need to choose my words carefully. I want to feel confident. And let me be very clear. I thought, as a person who has a history of ED, like I've had an ED since I was 13, okay? I assumed that when I got leaner, I would be more confident. Because back in December, for pretty much almost a year and a half, like a year and 3 months since my deficit ended years ago, like in 2023, October, September, I was at 162 and I made my way up to 178. I was consistently that weight for like a really long time, but because of the medication, my mom had moved back home, I was making money, we were eating food, whatever, I fucking got quite substantially larger and went up to 187, which is fine, but as somebody who is without clothes on the internet all the time, being compared to all these other girls who are younger, who are fitter, there's always gonna be someone younger, better looking, better everything than you. I just wanted to, and also as somebody who's a fucking bodybuilder, bitch, I wanna see my fucking muscles. I have not been lean, in a really long time. The last time I was lean, I wasn't even lean, I was just skinny, like period, was like 10 years ago. So I'm in a deficit so that I can finally see my muscle. You saw me earlier fucking going like this, because for the first time in my entire fucking life, bitch, I literally have a fucking bicep and a delt. Crazy. You can't even see it either. Anyway, so that's what the situation is. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna regret this. This is like the longest why did I have to fuck around and literally, for my first video back, have like 2 hours of me just not shutting the fuck up. Crazy. I feel like I have to shit like so badly. So anyway, I'm in a deficit. And it's interesting, like when you do this, you can calculate it perfectly and like it still might not go in the way that you think it's gonna go, and that's also okay. Like my goal as I went along, it did change, and I wanted to lose 40 pounds because I wanted to see the muscle on my body. It's funny, like I want to lose weight and immediately when I hit my goal, I'm reversing. Like I'm not doing this so I can stay lean as fuck and like be super skinny, I want to see the muscle. That's it. And I want to feel comfortable on camera and whatever. But it is funny, I saw something I don't even know if I should. I gotta say it here. I feel like I have to censor everything. Whatever, I'm just gonna say it. It's interesting. People have brought up points about the rise of conservatism and being really skinny. And you'll notice that like everybody is getting really skinny right now. Brother, I'm getting skinny because I want to see my muscles. It's not because... But anyway, they were talking about how the rise of conservatism, someone had a theory, somewhere on TikTok University had a fucking theory that the rise of conservatism versus, and the parallels of being skinny. And being skinny is a way to control women because they have less energy. That's just what I fucking read. I'm just reiterating what somebody else said. And that's it. But yeah, I have a plan. And I wanted to get to my 40-pound loss by October 31st so I can have fucking mini pumpkins for the first time for Halloween. It's not gonna happen probably, and that's okay. And the thing that is important, however, that I will talk about is I want to make sure that I do not fuck up my reverse diet like last time. What happened in fucking October/September 2023? Hey, I'll tell you. Why is it always a man? It's always a man. Anyway, I fucking had a situationship, the last one I've ever had, the last one I will ever have, with a man from Texas. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. He was a bodybuilder. He's told me to stop dieting. And so I started my reverse. If those of you who don't know, if you're watching, if you're not familiar with the concept of what a reverse diet is, it's basically like when you decided that you want to stop dieting and you reverse diet. So like, let's say, for example, this is not accurately what it is. So let's just say that I have a certain amount of calories that I can consume without gaining or losing weight. That's called maintenance calories. And let's just say for the conversation that my maintenance calories is 2,000, which it's not. And I've been eating at a deficit of 1,500, which is 500 calories. Again, not my exact stats, but anyway. And when I've hit my, target weight of whatever the fuck I want it to be, I've hit my 40 pounds like weight loss, and I want to not put on a bunch of fat, what you do is you reverse diet. So you slowly start increasing your calories over time. So like 100 a week or 50 a week, you go up and up and up and slowly. The concept basically suggests that if you reverse diet slowly, meaning you slowly start adding in your calories, and you get to your maintenance weight, like maintenance calories, which is the calories that you have to consume, the energy that you have to consume to not gain or lose, for your weight to stay the same. So like if you're training and you're going to the gym and you're hitting your protein, you'll lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. It's called body recomposition when you're eating your maintenance calories. Anyway, basically like the whole concept is to slowly increase your calories, I'm not saying this right, so that you don't put on a bunch of fat, like immediately, which is kind of like not what I want to do because I've spent a really long time. So the whole reason why I'm doing things the way that I'm doing them, despite the fact that like I know that I'm not going to hit my goal, I could hit it if I stayed in a deficit till maybe Christmas, right? But the thing is that Christmas is a time to be spent with my mother, my beautiful mother, and it's a time that we're going to be eating. I want to eat. So I want to reverse properly so that by the time Christmas comes along, I can indulge in things that I want to indulge in without hopefully gaining another fucking 10 pounds. Fingers crossed. Again, nothing wrong with gaining weight, but for my fucking goals and what I've done and the work that I've done, okay, I want to be careful. So whatever. You might not like it. It might not align with what you want to do, and that's totally fair. But we are talking about my goals here. As somebody who likes the sport of bodybuilding and considers themselves to be a bodybuilder. So anyway, I don't think I'll hit it in time. My goal is probably to reverse diet starting November 1st, and then enjoy Christmas as God intended, and then reverse, and then start being in a deficit again January 1st to March 31st, my birthday, and then hopefully by my birthday I will have the total of like a 40-pound. This is the fucking moment of truth. Me versus a fucking duvet cover. It's never good. It's never good. But you know what? It is gonna be fine. This is the longest Sunday reset. You probably came here and you were like, we want Libby Christensen, like cool, like ASMR vacuuming, like putting cups in the way. No, that's not what you're getting. It's literally just me, once again, not shutting the fuck up. Remember we had a conversation with ourselves last time we did this? Maybe it works better to do the buttons. Okay, you're having a hard time. Okay, calm down. You're having a hard time, but it's okay. Yes, this is like upsetting and stressful and hard for you, and you're having a hard time getting the button. I realized recently, I was talking to my mom about it, that I gentle parent myself all the time. And I thought that I was just learning to speak nicer to myself, but I realized I've seen like parenting videos and I'm actually just gentle parenting myself because my parents never. I know you're watching this, Mom. I do love you. You're a fabulous person. I'm mostly referring to like my dad was a horrible person. It's very jarring to like realize really late in life that you grew up in like a really, I mean, obviously there are so many people who had it way worse than me, but it's so funny because whenever people in the past have asked me about my childhood, I've always kind of given the same answer of like, I was really lucky, and I was really lucky. Like, I always given the same answer. Like, I always had food, I always had shelter, I always had clean clothing. But that's not the mark of a good childhood. My childhood was weird. I don't know how much more I'll say about that. But my dad was really abusive, and it kind of only, like, I only really recently realized just how bad it was. He was a narcissist, and I've only ever, looking back, I realized that I've only ever dated narcissists. How fucking Freudian of me. I do want to make a video in a couple weeks, maybe, about OCD, but it's just not the time right now because there are things that I want to talk about, and I want to make sure that I'm covering all the things that I want to talk about. And in order for me to do that, I need to have structure and like write shit down. But if you know me, like if you've been watching my content for a long time, I don't really make content about it on Instagram or anything, but I have talked about it previously on a podcast that I had. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because again, I wanna put it on a YouTube video, but it's funny because I recently realized that I've been struggling with OCD a lot more than I thought that I had because it's showing up very differently than it was when I was a kid. But anyway, I will be making a video about that. It's really interesting how having such a hard time with mobility makes you really grateful, like when you're not in a flare-up. Like, I was going to the gym, and right now, and probably, I don't know, probably for the rest of my life at the gym, I'm lifting weights that are way lighter than I lifted when I first started going to the gym. And I'm honestly just at this point fucking grateful that I can walk. And maybe that makes me sound like an asshole. And I'm not insinuating that people who can't walk don't have a good quality of life. But one thing that I have figured out through research and listening to other disabled people is that it's a lot harder to have visible disabilities than invisible disabilities. And the world is less accessible and people do treat you like vastly different. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to walk and even step foot in a gym and have the resources to be able to pay for a fucking gym membership, to be able to pay for fucking food, and to be able to like walk from fucking machine to machine. Like, there were a couple times where I did go to the gym during this flare-up where I was in so much pain, I was on this crazy medication, and I literally was like, dude, I was trying not to pass out the entire time. I was going from machine to machine, holding it, like physically holding myself up. It was horrible. I was still able to go, and I was so fucking grateful for those 2 gym sessions where I was able to go. It was like so fucking hard. Anyway, we did put on the duvet cover. It's not perfect. I didn't have a meltdown. That's all that matters. Okay. I am sweaty. If you made it to this far in the YouTube video, I don't know, thank you so much for watching. What the heck? Because I know it's just like literally me yapping. I do want to make a lot more like, I want to make a lot different content. A lot more of like different content, a lot more vlogs. It's just hard. It's the thing that like takes the longest, and more than anything, it can get very dysregulating. That's why I really stopped with the podcasts, because so like I'm not a fucking audio engineer, and there's so many things that like go wrong when you're filming a fucking podcast. Like audio wise. And the thing also is that whenever I used to film, okay, it's okay. Sometimes the duvet is not going to be perfect. It's a duvet, and that's okay. I just found that whenever I would record a podcast, I would get so fucking overstimulated and so upset because the cords would tangle. It was just not good.
I wish I could. I want to, but I think I'm just gonna try to like accommodate myself and make long form content on YouTube. That's the goal. I know this seems insane. I do have to tuck in my fucking, I have to tuck in the bed. I don't know. The thing that I hate about the fucking heating pad, I'm very lucky that I even can have a heating pad, but it's just like aesthetically it looks, I don't know. The thing is I feel like a lot of people spend a lot of money on very different things and like indulge in different things. And as somebody who's, you know, I've been sober for 12 years, I like to, and as somebody who's also like autistic, and for me, not speaking for all the autistics, fuck, but for me, traveling is so hard and I rarely do it because it's just too much for me. So I pretty much like spend all my money on, well, food and like bills, but and to try to make my space look and feel nice because I spend so much time at home. No, not it literally taking me probably 30 minutes to make my bed because I couldn't shut the fuck up, but it's okay. And it's not a fatal flaw. It's not a fatal flaw that I can't shut the fuck up, okay? Yeah. You know, in some circles, some might say it's not only not a fatal flaw, but it's, I wouldn't say it's a talent. I wouldn't say it's a talent. But not shutting the fuck up is something I'm so good at. Ah! Okay, here's the bed. Here's the pillow, the bow pillow. We're gonna turn the TV off and I'm gonna bring this downstairs to wash. Okay, now I can turn off this fucking treacherous light. Okay. All right. We're gonna go downstairs together. We're gonna see where their laundry's at. Maybe flip it over, and then start vacuuming, I guess. Maybe what I'll do is I'll tidy stuff first. I don't know. Yeah, well, let's tidy the room. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna show you the basement. I need to show it to you without showing the view of the windows. Okay, so here's the basement. And it's very cozy and comfortable here. Here are my books. Well, there are more books down there, but it's not organized by color. There, it's organized by color, and I have more books upstairs that are also organized by color. I'm gonna just fold. I'm gonna put you, where are ya? The only thing really that needs to be done in here is just like a quick folding of the blankets, because everything in here is pretty clean. I'm not really in here much. I spent a lot of time in bed, especially too since like I don't sit on my couch. I don't know, I've just spent a lot of time in bed with my little heating pad. Girl, where's the corner? Like, do you even have a fucking corner? Okay. Also, I know you can see my blanket rack back there. As I'm folding a blanket, as I'm folding another blanket. Listen, I have a problem with a few things in my life, okay? It used to be water bottles. I do have an issue with blankets, and candles. I like things that make my space feel comfy. As somebody who's autistic and gets overstimulated all the time, I want to be a comfy girl. I'm almost never a comfy girl. I also thought about how I'm gonna deal with the noises during the week, like the kids screaming. And I did order like an Amazon Alexa. I used to have a Google Home. I don't know, I brought her with me from country to country when I moved. Where she is, I don't know, I haven't seen her. I think she's gone. I'm not sure where she has gone to, but I do believe that she is gone. So I purchased an Amazon Alexa, and my thought process is maybe if I play brown noise, that potentially it'll drown out the screams of the children. You're gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. The problem is that you can't, made a video about this. I can't think, whatever, it's okay. A blue light glasses moment. These ones are actually prescription because I have astigmatism. I also recently realized I have a floater. It's giving sexy librarian. Kidding. No, it's giving autistic bitch who should be able to do math but can't. It's funny because I did win a math award, but that was pre-addiction. Bro, addiction ruins your fucking neural pathways, I will say. It's crazy. Like, I've been sober for over 12 years. I don't know, like, April 2nd, 2013. Been sober for a really long time. And I do feel sometimes that as the years progress, I get stupider. Again, that's not me talking about all addicts. That's just talking about my own fucking experience. You see my dog? No, you don't. He's like, they sit in the weirdest fucking way. I love them so much. The fact that I even, at this point today, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen. Yes, as I get older, I am sure that it will get progressively worse and there will be parts of my life where it'll be better and it'll be worse. But the fact that I can even like fold a blanket right now, the fact that I can clean my house, and yes, you know, usually if I'm being really honest, when I do these things, like usually the next day, like I'm in a lot more pain. It does flare me up. The fact that I even have the ability, do you see my dog? Do you see the way he is fucking, he's so funny. Look at Pork, okay. The fact that I even have the ability to like walk and clean my place, bro, I'm so fucking grateful. Yeah, I'll show you Norman. He wants to say hi, I can tell. Say hi, Norman. Sorry, I'm not holding you correctly. He looks like he just wants to pull an escape. He's so beautiful, look at him. You're so beautiful. Did you know that? You're so beautiful. Can I have kissy? Can I have kiss? No? That's okay. That's okay. Look at him. He's a boy. Okay. All right. I don't know why I'm very stuck on like, should I vacuum first? Should I water? Let's just vacuum. Let's just vacuum and then we'll water the plants. It's really not that deep. And then we'll switch over the laundry. Okay, we're going into the room. There was a dead mouse. We will go in here together. If I see another dead mouse. Okay, I don't see a dead mouse yet. It's so funny because there are like, I guess the people who lived here before did like little, yeah, it's just cute. Anyway, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Ow, fuck you, you cunt bitch. She says to herself, okay, you guys are not gonna like this. I'm really sorry, I'm about to vacuum. I know you hate it. I do apologize. I know, I'm sorry, what the heck. But it's so funny that I keep cleaning this couch because I don't sit on it. They're coming to pick it up on Wednesday, I think. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry. But you are gonna hear the vacuum, I'm sorry. Yeah, I literally don't sit on this couch. But it's gotten dirty because of the dogs. Do I even need to clean? Yeah, I should clean this. If I'm yeah. Yes, yes, okay. I'm so sorry. Can I ask you to move? If you're gonna move probably eventually because of the sound, and I'm so sorry. I really don't like the sound either. I do apologize. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm returning this couch. Excuse me, Norman. Do you mind moving? I'm so sorry. You're really not gonna like this. I can't wait to get my couch that's comfy. When I was at the store, it's not really like a color that I super like, but it was quick ship, and it is a color that will work better with the dogs. Yeah. Okay, let's put all this stuff back on. All the pillows that I never use because I don't sit on this couch. It's crazy because the couch looks super comfy, and it's really so painful. It's upsetting. The couch that I did, the next couch that I did get is actually a little smaller because, I mean, why did I even purchase this huge thing? I was like, oh, so all the people can fit on it. Hey, what fucking people are sitting here? What people are coming to my house? No one. My mom, maybe. Although when I first got this couch, my friend Christy came over and she's so tall. She's like me. She's 5'11", I'm 6'1". But we both were able to like kind of lie down on it, which was cool, but again, uncomfortable. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid because I'm literally just recording, but usually some days I like, when it comes to content creation, I usually just kind of take it off, and I'm really proud of myself that I am taking this today I'm taking a step towards a future. Sounds stupid, don't care. The future being, hopefully one day making $1 off a fucking YouTube video. That's it. Okay, it does feel like there's something lodged into my butthole. ADHD is such an interesting thing, truly. Because like, if you're in the midst of like completing a task and you finally, after like not doing shit for like so long, you're like finally completing the task, you just have to do it and get it done. Like all the ADHDers that I know, I've spoken to this, about this, where it's like, they'll hyper focus on a task until it's done. And for me right now, that is finishing the fucking Sunday reset. And then I will take a shit and find out like what's in my butthole, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna, like, you can't fucking hear me, really. So I'm just gonna vacuum. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video because, like, literally I'm not just gonna show you guys me vacuuming. Like, why? No. I'm gonna be super honest with you. I did hurt myself. I hurt myself very frequently from doing absolutely nothing. Like, a lot of the times it's just slightly turning my body or just in some sort of little way. I did expect tomorrow would be in a lot of pain from a Sunday reset. That's kind of just how it works for me now. And that's okay. So I am gonna end the YouTube video here because honestly, I've fucking talked a lot. I'm gonna be editing this and just like, why did I do this to myself? And I'm in a lot of pain. That was the Sunday reset. I just threw in another pile of laundry. I finished the vacuuming. I do notice there's hair. There's never not hair. You can vacuum for like hours. And there's always gonna be more hair. Because I have hairy dogs. I'm a hairy girl. So we have to do that. I'm gonna take the dogs out. And I really need to buy myself a chair, an adjustable chair for cooking. Because I'm in a lot of pain all the time. And sometimes when I'm like meal prepping, like I have to today, I have to meal prep protein. It does take a really long time to cook it. And chair sometimes helps when you're in a lot of pain. So anyway, that was a YouTube video. Sorry, I literally was like talking like crazy. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's like kind of the whole thing. That's why you're here to hear me yap. I love you so much. You're literally so precious. We're gonna take the dogs right now. So yeah, this was a Sunday reset. And if you guys have been here for like a long time and watching my content for a long time, thank you for watching this all the way through. That's fucking weird. It's a long video. It's probably not the longest I've made. I mean, I've definitely had some feature-length films on here. But yeah, thank you for being patient and waiting for me. I'm gonna try to do a YouTube every Monday, and I'm gonna try to drop one every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, if you liked it, comment and let me know what you liked it. If you hated it, you can also tell me. Better yet, send it to somebody that you hate in order to spite them. And I think that's it. I haven't done this in a while on a video that I'm actually gonna post, but YouTube done. Slay.